Νομισματικό Ταμείο, ενώ έστειλε και το δικό του μήνυμα στους Ευρωπαίους που τον χαρακτηρίζουν persona non grata.
Professor, you said the other day that Greece should quit the Eurozone and return to its national currency, the drachma. Why do you think the country will do better in case of Brexit?
The people in Greece have to come to terms with their future. The problem is self-evident. The austerity program, frankly, has not worked. The reason is fairly clear, because the Greek economy needs to have control over its own fiscal and monetary policies, and the only way to do that is to have your own currency.
But even outside Euro, there must be a plan, there must be a financing program, because our economy is not self-sufficient. So who do you think could finance Greek needs until the economy gets back on track?
The IMF would have to participate, in any new bailout program, but I'm suggesting that there needs to be substantial debt relief. It seems like this goes on and on and on. It's almost like a deja vu. We have been here before. We need to ensure that a collision course with Eurozone creditors, the other creditors, can be avoided.
But let me get that right. You just said that we will need the IMF and a bailout program even outside the Euro, right?
Well, I don't think you're going to get away from the IMF. And at least in the immediate short term, it doesn't appear that you can return to the capital market.
President Trump says that Germany is manipulating the euro to benefit unfairly and to gain trade advantage. Do you agree with that?
There are at least 4 or 5 different countries that have manipulated currency, and Germany is in that group. I'm one that thinks that the euro has political instability because of that set of factors. And I've suggested elsewhere that it's a currency that is likely to go to parity with the dollar, that is overvalued, and that frankly could, at a certain point, it could become a much smaller Eurozone.
In Brussels, you're considered as persona non grata, and there is an effort underway to block your nomination as a U.S. ambassador at the European Union. How do you react to that?
That's a very, very, very serious measure. Basically says we don't want such a person involved in our country because he's or she's going to do damage to it. So I think that's both a gross overstatement and a mischaracterization. But I would also go on to say that the United States picks its ambassadors to various countries and missions. The countries do not pick them themselves.
Are you afraid that this European reaction to your nomination might force President Trump to change his speak?
I've had no discussions with that whatsoever. My sense is you don't try to tell President Trump what to do.
Και μετά